Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Top 9 Podcast with Tom Cassidy and Adele Carollo.
Hi, guys.
She's got another 9 episodes.
Yes, I was renewed.
She got the extension.
I'm very
It came right under the wire.
I'm very happy to be here, guys.
Uh-huh. And you should be, because we got podcast royalty in the building today.
Shut up.
All those other people.
You're taking orders from this guy? This is where we're at?
This is
You're
where
listening
we're
to
at.
him?
Well,
You should
this-
walk out that door right now.
This isn't my turf, man. I'm just here as a student, learning. I'm happy to be here. This show sometimes is very informative for me. I'm getting a good education on some other topics.
Well, you picked the best to learn from. I'll tell you that, huh?
Mr. Miyagi-san.
Our guests have
Ham
been
radio
awesome.
Tommy. Look at you here right now.
Someone described me as an AM DJ and a nervous priest combined. And it was very accurate.
That sounds pretty
Our
good. Pretty
guest today is H. Foley
Thank you.
of the Are You Garbage Comedy Podcast.
Thank you.
Acting, singing, dancing. This guy does it all, and he's here with us today.
Thank you so much, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Adele. I appreciate it.
Of course, H. How you doing?
I know she's really calling the shots. Come on. It's
No.
a puppet regime.
Not even.
It's what are you talking about? 50-50. We're splitting this studio cost.
You didn't sign anything, did you? Did you sign anything? Tell me you didn't sign.
No, Tom and I have been friends a long time. I could trust him.
Excellent.
What is she, a rapper in 1988? She's
What a
not getting
perfect
anything
segue
back.
into our top 9.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
seriously,
thought.
I liked your topic. Excited and proud of myself for how many I recognize.
Well, here's the thing that you mentioned that. It's the reason that I thought it would be good to do my top 9 rap songs because I don't know anything about what's going on today or anything like that. Cassidy, Cotton, they used to try to have me listen to this or listen to that. Like he had me listen to the J. Cole album the other day. I liked it, but it's just not like I have like this poppy ear that I like verse, chorus, and hooks and stuff like that. So most of my stuff you would know if you don't know hip hop because I don't know hip hop.
Okay.
You know?
But you like it. So
I
just
like it.
Just to reverse there, we're doing H. Foley's top 9 rap songs.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop started in August of 1973,
Is that true?
and you started in February of 1976.
That's right.
That's right.
I was born 3 years after hip hop started.
So yeah, you guys are similarly aged,
Yes.
and you
Do you remember? No, it's impossible.
probably
I
remember
do. When we get into the list, that's how I put the list together.
eating Twinkies, listening to Rappers Delight.
Yeah,
shaking your little ass.
I'm not a fucking music connoisseur, so I put emotional attachment to all the songs.
See, how
That's
do
why
you-
I picked every one.
How
of
do you
them.
say you're not a musical connoisseur though? Because you're a musician.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what
what
good
kind-
bars are and all that kind of stuff. Not when it comes to hip hop.
Okay.
And like I
enough.
just said, I have a real cheesy poppy ear.
Yeah, before he was a comedian, he was a singer. Played a
Really?
little guitar.
I went by the name of Rod Stewart. Are you familiar with any of my earlier
Oh,
words?
tell me a little bit
Put a
about
little
it.
weight on.
You sang?
Hello. I did. I was a singer-songwriter in New York for like the last 3 years that I was up here when I came up here the first time. But I was really just doing coke and working at a bar.
I love it. You were doing both.
That was pretty much it.
Equally cool.
But
Yeah.
he's got a few really good songs. There's one song called "Into the Night," and I really like that song. So
Wow.
But all very simple. That's why, I wouldn't say, I understand it. I don't know what, 16 bars and 8 bars and all that stuff. I'm very ignorant when it comes to that stuff. So that's why I said not a connoisseur.
fair enough.
I just like what I like what I hear.
Okay.
You know?
Now, before we get into the list, what do you think,
Please.
on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think your perspiration level is now, and what do you think it will be by the end of the list?
I might need to take my jacket
I
off.
think it's at about a 9.5 right
Okay.
now, and it's
Take
going to
my
get
jacket
to
off.
about
You like-
11.
Can I get a root beer in here or something? Jesus, I'm dying. That sucks.
You locked us in. You need a water or something?
The pandemic made
I'm gonna
me.
do like an over the shoulders.
Are
Foley's
you
gonna-
hot? You're hot.
I'm fucking sweating.
So imagine I'm in a fucking polar bear
Okay.
suit over here.
It's better to keep my arms out.
Dude, the pandemic is like kind
That
of.
looks like a wife of a cocaine dealer right now with that jacket like that.
Whatever. I'm
Listen
very
to the
comfortable.
wiretaps where he talks about murdering her. See,
Yeah,
you trust
exactly.
this guy? I hate the pandemic. Really got me off pants. I know it's embarrassing. Like I look disgusting all the time, but I look even more disgusting in shorts. And
Those pants really want to be shorts. I know we can't see them under the table.
they really
but
do.
Yeah.
They really. I don't want to do it again this year. I don't want to be walking around the city fucking with pants on.
Yeah, you should transition those pants
Cut them.
into shorts.
Cargo
Yeah,
pants. Not a
I
bad
think
idea.
so. I spit on the mic.
It's okay.
But yeah.
COVID's over.
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Although all the Yankees have it. How does that work out?
I don't know.
What?
Steinbrenner must be fuming. Anyway, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
This is H. Foley's top 9 rap songs. Coming in at number 9.
Is that how you do it? You go back?
Yeah, to
All right.
build. So 9, just so we're clear.
Yeah, end on your favorite.
I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. All right. Now, what do you want to know? Just the name and all that stuff?
Yeah, and then we'll talk about it.
All right. Well, I have an honorable mention. Is that okay?
Let's
I have
save that
one
for the
didn't
end,
make
buddy.
the
It's
list.
not top 9 plus an honorable mention.
But
Number.
we do that at the end. So don't
Okay.
worry.
Number 10 or
Number
number 9.
9.
Sorry. Number
If he has a stroke on this podcast, our views are going to be through the roof, and it's exactly... Okay, go ahead.
number 9 is All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar. Because I really like
Featuring SZA.
Yes, I really like the Black Panther. I love that song. The movie was like a very summery movie.
Yeah.
We listened to it all
Although
that
it
summer.
came out in February.
Whatever. It had like a summer movie kind of vibe to it. You know what I mean? In my head.
Sure.
This is how I piece things together. And that's it. I really like the song.
Yeah.
All the stars are closed. Remember tonight?
It's the type of song that just like resonates with you right away, and you just
Yeah.
love it, and you're like, "Where's this song been all along?" It's just
And
so good.
when the way Coogler did those end credits for Black Panther, it was so awesome. It just like boom and hit, and fucking the song's playing. You feel like you're ready to go out and do something.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Sorry.
what you're throwing me over here.
I'm wondering what you're gonna go do, and I think it rhymes with schmokane. Great song. God bless you.
Thank you.
Kendrick also produced this whole album, which is pretty cool.
The Black Panther album.
soundtrack, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
See, that's something I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this is 2017, I believe.
I believe so.
What's interesting about your list, and we'll see how it goes, but it basically goes back in time, basically.
It does. Yeah,
This
well,
is-
that's the way I did it.
You did that on purpose?
I did that on purpose. I told you
Sprinkled
how I
the
relate
love
to
around
things.
a little bit. It was good. You sprinkled the love around
I
a little
did.
bit. That's a
I did.
newer one.
Eight's King Kunta by Kendrick Lamar, which is just a coincidence.
So, wait, we're already done with 9?
Oh, I didn't know.
I want to talk about how you're up for the role of the new Black Panther. They're gonna have the Black Sphincter.
Put a bunch of Arby's in Wakanda. You got to get out there and mingle up with the world.
No, but yeah, okay, it's a good first song, and yeah, number 8 does transition well because it's also a Kendrick Lamar song.
It
Say it
does.
one more time for the folks at home.
King
number
Kunta
8 by Kendrick Lamar.
by Kendrick Lamar.
Yes,
Yeah.
good song.
Different reasons for that. That's like I love that as far as like a vengeance song. You know what I mean?
It starts with, "I got a bone to pick."
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love
You're a
the
vengeful
lyrics.
guy.
I'm a vengeful kind of guy. I really am.
Yeah.
There's
You
a
wanna-
list. You know,
How many people are on that list?
including my cardiologist. Come on, we're having a good time here, folks.
He doesn't like it when I laugh. How many people you think? More than 9?
Was there more before the pandemic?
That's funny.
Have
You got a top 9
forgiven?
enemies list?
Top 9 enemies
You want to
list.
switch this, remix it?
No, but you know what the pandemic did do? It you know, I think for a lot of us, you know, it was like the first time in a long time that we didn't feel like we had a gun to the back of our head, as far as like, you know, who's doing this or what are they doing or, you know, why aren't I doing it? and
Release some
all that kind of
pressure.
stuff. Yeah. And then when stand up kind of came back in the summer when I was doing like outside shows at New York Comedy Club and stuff, it felt really good to like not have that. Like I felt like I was able to feel like myself a little bit.
Yeah, it was
so
kind of starting from the starting line a little bit.
yeah,
fresh.
just like, you know,
Reboot.
with no pressure.
With no
you know what I
pressure,
mean?
yeah.
You're mad, but you're not stressing.
I'm mad, but I'm not stressing. That's 100% fucking right.
I like that.
So when you say
Sounds
that
like a motto.
did the list go down? Yeah, the list went down. Bygones be bygones.
Oh.
Called off a couple of hits, you know?
Well, what's interesting, too, you say this was the first... I mean, me and you have been doing comedy for a similar period of time.
Mm-hmm. Started together.
Same
Streets
year,
of Philly.
2008, Laugh House.
Right?
This was the first time you felt like a gun wasn't to the back of your head this past year.
Yes.
And this was the year that you attained success.
Yeah, you could say that.
So I'm saying that's interesting, isn't it?
I guess so. I don't mean
I see a lesson in there, like let it go, you know, trust the process. As
maybe.
Yeah.
corny
Maybe.
as that sounds.
Or that's just also the year that, you know, I mean, Kevin's really the fucking engineer behind everything. He's the brains behind the operation. So
Yeah.
I think no matter what I was doing, I was along for the ride with the old Kipster.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
he's
yeah.
my guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but maybe
It takes 2 to make a thing go right.
true.
Totally.
True.
You bring a lot to the table, babe.
Thank you. A lot of
Killing
weight.
it, crushing it.
Literally and figuratively. But yes, this was in 2015.
That's when this song came out.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is off his second album.
Mm-hmm.
I Know It All, Baby. But yeah, great song.
Great song.
Banger.
A friend of mine let me listen to it one night, and I loved it from there.
Who's your friend?
I can't remember who showed it to me. It might have been Monroe or Derek at the time.
I would argue with Monroe about this album because he didn't like it at first. He was like, there ain't nothing on there that's like a hit. It's like, you're crazy.
See, to me, that's a hit.
Sure.
That's what I like. That's a hit song.
It also, it's like James Brownie, too.
Yeah.
Ish. James Brown-ish.
Plus, I like the videos. And I like the two girls in the video.
I don't remember. But
Yeah, they're
cool.
just like regular girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hot broads?
Just hot broads.
Okay.
But not like modelly types. Like
Cool.
real people. And like it seemed like his friends and all that stuff were in it. So I like that.
So yeah, okay. Number 9, number 8, both Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say Kendrick Lamar is your favorite new rapper.
I think it's just a coincidence that both of those are on there. Because I actually really didn't know
He's
that
the only rapper that you have a repeat on your list.
I just have
great.
like 2 of his songs. I like him.
Yeah.
Think he's cool. Probably wouldn't hang out with me.
Maybe. I met a girl a while ago that said that he was into feet.
Oh my goodness! Don't say that unless you know that for a fact.
Well, what do you mean? That hoe might have just
Yeah,
been
no, I'm
lying,
gonna get
but-
shot. Fucking idiot.
The Bloods are gonna roll up to Gotham Podcast Studio. But yeah. Hey, listen.
I don't get that. I
what?
have
Feet.
the
Feet?
feet.
Not for you?
I mean, I think,
You're more of an oxtail guy?
Somebody once came up to me at the stand and said, "You have beautiful feet." And I,
Dude,
I
what
said
the
to him,
fuck?
I'm wearing boots right now. Get away from me!
That's
He like
hilarious.
had a memory of them, and he was talking about a memory of
Wow,
my
that's
feet.
pretty
is this
cool.
a comic?
No, a customer,
Holy
like a regular customer. If it was a comic, forget about it.
Man.
Yeah, I never understood gambling
No.
and like feet shit and stuff
Gambling,
like
I
that.
get, but I'm not a gambler because I'm a sore loser. But feet, obviously.
feet. I
think
don't get it.
You either get into it or not. It's like a switch. I
Yeah,
don't
what
think
is
it's
the feet
I don't
thing?
think it's a little bit you like
I think
it.
there's something
You look
about...
like you could be into feet.
No, I'm not really.
Are bad feet a deal breaker? Because that's like being into feet in a way. Like
People like...
Because a lot of
beat
people
off-
have bad feet, and some guys will see the feet and be like, "Nope, never mind." They could be like gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. See the feet hanging over some shoes and be like, "Nah."
Some people have really bad feet on both sides of the aisle. I'll tell you that. It's fucking
Absolutely.
brutal. Somebody posted a picture of their feet the other day. The toes were all fucked up.
And
There
you
was
can't
no
really help
toenail.
that. So much of it is genetics, so you can help your look at your face.
No.
You have bad feet?
He's thinking of bad feet.
The
My
soles
dad's
of
are-
them aren't that great.
My dad's are fucking
They're genetic.
jacked up.
You'll get
Really?
like
The rest
a,
of them is perfect. How did it...
I mean, every dad, I feel like every dad or every uncle all have that one toe that you saw when you were a kid. The one black, like, it's usually the big toe. It got stepped on at work or something like that.
Yeah, it was the 70s, baby.
But I'm talking,
They all had it.
I'm talking bad feet. Like my mom's, her big toe like
got a
went
hoof.
in like that.
Yeah, there are like bunions that like take over your foot and like change your toes.
Does
I
it
think
matter
Adele's
what-
got jacked up feet. That's,
No,
that's just
I
trying to
don't,
tell us
but
right
I
now.
have beautiful feet. Sorry.
That fucking creep at the restaurant was like, I'm going to compliment her on her jacked up feet. Maybe that'll
No.
give me a shot.
My
No one's
fear
ever
are
compliment-
bunions because I work so much. I'm always on my feet. I'm like, sooner or later, it's gonna like start to jack up my feet and like
Absolutely.
varicose veins. Like they're coming. Everything's coming. You can't stand on your feet for 12 hours and
I'll
not
tell you what.
expect something to happen.
I did
like,
this for the first time in the last couple of
an
months. A
effect.
petty.
Oh, that's a regular
on.
thing. I get pedicures in the winter.
You
They're
not
awesome.
you not come back.
That's terrible, Tom.
Why?
Cause
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's put one foot in front of the other and go to number 7 on your list. Buddy.
number 7. Here we go. Number 7
Here it is.
is "Hate It or Love It" by The Game. Again, a motivational song for me.
This album, when it came out, I really liked him. I thought he was like in it for the long run. I thought he was gonna be a part of hip hop culture forever.
He
Wouldn't know
has
the-
been.
Not really.
Yeah, you
I
saw
wouldn't know
it.
the
He
album
came
if I
in
fell
hot.
over it.
He came in hot, and then it's not as great. No.
I thought he started some trouble with somebody. That was the whole thing.
He was a
50 Cent.
troublemaker.
He was 50 Cent's boy.
But they did
from
that song
LA.
together, didn't they? Didn't they start arguing with each other and not like each other?
But 50 Cent is the one who introduced him.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's
This
the
is
album
what it's
I'm
gonna.
talking
This is
about,
what's
and
gonna get a
that's what
shot. You saying the game is not a fundamental part of hip hop.
And he's in that song too. 50 Cent. I should have put.
Yeah.
I should have
Featuring
put the
50.
game in 50 Cent.
This
Yeah.
is
all good.
his first album, and 50 Cent was like all over it. I produced it.
Well, yeah, it was G Unit. So like the way
G Unit.
the way
oh
G
my God.
Unit.
I'm like having flashbacks of high school.
G
my
Unit.
God.
But
You guys riding around in yellow Hummers?
good.
Like a
Also-
bunch of dorks?
Sweetheart, you weren't in high school, but you were fresh out a couple years. Because when 50 came out, I was a senior in high school. So, but yeah, Game.
Here's the real Tommy. Sweetheart, you weren't nice.
Give her the business, Hank.
Whatever. I feel like I remember it when I was super young. Whatever. Let me live.
Fair
Go
enough.
on.
But G
You guys are
Unit.
both probably around. You guys are the same age,
No,
right?
I'm a
He's-
little older.
Yeah, she's a couple years
And
older. It's all
Tom.
good. Yeah.
Probably around high school.
50 Cent, and then it was like Lloyd Banks, and then it was like Tony Yayo was in jail.
I thought Lloyd Banks was the Game.
No.
I thought he was the same guy.
Two different
Tony
people.
Yayo in the Game?
No, I thought Lloyd Banks was the Game's real name.
No.
That's amazing.
That was his
Rob.
name at work.
I didn't like
I'm actually in a band at night. I'm called The Game.
Yeah, that's real nice, Lloyd. Fucking keep stocking the shelf. But no.
No one cares.
But anyway, and then there was the Southern guy. His name was fucking Young Buck.
I don't know any of these bozos.
My point is, Game came in as like the LA part of G Unit, and G Unit was gigantic, and this was like the prime of G Unit before Game and 50 Cent had a
And
beef.
he had a really cute smile. The Game.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like a cute bing. Smile.
Yeah, no, his first album's great. His second album's great, and then he's had a lot of good stuff in between all of that. But this is a great song. This is a radio record, dog.
What? That song? My song?
Hate her to
Your
love it.
song.
Oh, come on. I listen to it all the time.
Coming up confused, my mama was a girl.
Yeah.
That's 50.
Hate her to love it. The underdogs are on top.
Another. So this is another part of your. You move on a little too quickly. Relax, okay?
I was just looking at something.
Looks like you're looking at the Bisquick bottle right now. Calm down, big fella.
Bisquick bottle.
I don't know. But yeah, this is a great
It's
song.
cooking in here, by the way. She can't stop moving around. I feel like we're being interrogated here.
It's a little hot.
Maybe that's why he's rushing through the list. To get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're
It's
new.
okay.
We're
It's
new
fine.
here. I don't know when I can start broaching the topic of the temperature. If you pass out at the end, that'll definitely at least fucking put the temperature down for next
They
time.
knew this guy.
Find out how long you can start barking orders around here.
Yeah, but yeah, they had they're great. This is a great song. They got a beef because 50 Cent was talking shit on like someone on the radio. It was like Nas and Fat Joe, and then Game went on the radio and he was like, I don't got a problem with them. And then 50 Cent was like, you're out of G Unit. And then Game came out with the song called 300 Bars and Running and just destroyed all of G Unit.
This is all early 2000s drama bullshit. That's
Yeah.
all cheesy now.
All that
That's
shit-
all entourage.
All that shit sold records though, dog.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow Hummers.
And I feel like everyone chose 50 Cent in that divorce.
Well, of course. You have to.
That's actually not true, really.
I
So maybe that's what she means when
disagree.
she thought that he was going to stay around for a long time.
But I mean, yeah, he has made relevant music up until very recently. But yeah, interesting stuff. We can move on.
I like that guy.
I like how you're talking like we're at 106 in Park right now. You're just like
We're doing top 9 rap songs.
I mean, yeah, it's
We're
a
about to be
testament
switching
a
to-
good song. We're just like
talking to
moving.
Angela Yee over here.
She's
that her
my
name?
Angela Yee. We're about to go from 106 in Park to Yo MTV Raps in a second.
Yes,
we're about
we
to
are.
go back in time.
Just a great song.
Coming in at number 6.
1, 2, 3. No, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, 6. Sorry.
No problem.
Just a great song.
Okay.
A cool dude who looked scary as shit. Always scared me. Looked like he didn't fuck around. Didn't say a lot. You know what I mean? He looked like the strong, silent type to me. Great video. I let the rhythm hit him. Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh, I had to Google this one. YouTube music video. I watched that.
Great.
1990.
They got like some deal going on in Brooklyn. They're driving around. They're trying to get the girl. I love all that shit.
There's a little person who's the bad guy and a pimp.
Yeah, I also like how you put your white spin on it, because when you sent it to me, you put, I let the rhythm hit them. And it's, let the rhythm hit them, just so you know. I mean, it's just like little things like that is just funny.
Of
Like,
course, yeah. This is coming from a suburban white kid perspective.
Let the rhythm hit them. This is Eric B. and
Hang on, we
Rakim.
got something.
Rakim, yes.
You want me to get you a water? No, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. It's good looking out, though.
A little behind the podcast studio, the producer is worried that Foley is going to die and asked him if he needed some water on a whiteboard. We appreciate that, but
You want me to get you some Narcan?
I don't even know what that is.
That's what they give people when they have heroin overdoses.
When like Pulp Fiction?
When their heart stops.
Yeah. You never saw somebody get Narcan?
Listen, if he fucking passes out, take that jacket off, show a little shoulder. All right, we're gonna get hits one way or the other. But
you never saw somebody get Narcan?
No, I
Not
don't
even
roll in
in
the
the
same
movies.
circles
Not even in
as
the
you.
movies?
I saw 2 guys get it on the subway, fucking popped right out of it.
Really?
They were like,
I
"Oh,
was kidding.
damn."
You've seen it in real life?
There was 2 dudes. I was waiting at
Next stop, West 4th Street.
yeah, no shit. I was waiting at the train, or I got down to the train. The train was stopped. It was there. That was open, and there were 2 dudes dressed identical. They had white Air Force Ones on, white socks that went up to their shins, the denim jeans,
Matching track marks on their arm.
and the wife beater, like the classic middle-aged pillhead uniform.
Sure.
And they were both fucking out. Fucking paramedics came in, got the one guy, fucking.
And then he did to the next guy?
Yeah, then they juiced the next guy, took them both out in wheelchairs.
Because they can't die on their watch. It's a lot of paperwork. It's really annoying. They're just like, come back to life, do this another day. I'm not dealing with
And they want to save their lives, you
dead-
monster.
dead on the train.
A lot of the times the addicts are mad that they fucked up their high.
Oh, I thought bring them back to life. They want to die. That was
No,
that
they
would
don't
be
want to
really
die. They just didn't want to waste the $20 they just dropped on the H. Because
Yeah.
if you're slipping into a hole, it's probably pretty good shit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They want to
You
let
know?
the full rhythm hit them.
That's right.
Yeah, so
sad.
this is Eric B. and Rakim. Interesting fact about this is that...
Hold on. Interesting fact about that. I
Please.
never knew that Rakim was the singer, was the lead guy.
rapper?
I thought it was Eric B.
Yeah, no, he's the DJ.
Yeah.
This is also...
Why is his name first, though? That's weird.
Because actually, I have an answer for you. In the '80s, they just the DJ was actually like more important than the rapper to a certain extent. But what's also more interesting about that. People like Rakim are what made rappers more important than the DJ. So
Turning point.
People, okay, I got you.
yeah, but
Out of everything on your list, that was like the most rap songs of the rap.
It's hardcore. Those guys are
Hardcore.
tough.
There's no like chorus that a
No.
white girl can get into.
Yeah,
Like, I
those
don't
guys
know
don't mess
any of the
around.
words. I always get impressed when people can recite words to rap songs like that are all words.
it's a
Yeah.
rapper rapping, baby.
It's very hard.
Yeah,
lot of words.
I actually listened to an audio book of Rakim, and he
Talk about whitening it up.
dude, and he does the voice for the audio book. It's so good. It's
I bet.
amazing. It was like free on Apple Music. I don't know if it's free anymore.
Is it his
but-
book? Is it about his life story?
Yeah, and it's really about writing too. So hey, anybody out there, if you want to like a good book about writing, listen to that fucking audio book. It's so good. So also, what's
You're
interesting
recommending
is
audiobooks? I love it.
that's what this podcast is all about, baby. Another interesting thing about this is that Eric B and Rakim, right? They basically met, and like within like a week or two of knowing each other, they had their like 2 biggest hits. They like went to like an apartment in like fucking Harlem or wherever the fuck they were in Brooklyn or the Bronx or something, and they had their biggest 2 hits. This one is off their 3rd album, and actually Eric B really didn't even have anything to do with this album, really.
What do you mean?
Like they were Eric B and Rakim. They were like on some sort of like contract or something, but mostly it was Rakim and it was produced by somebody else, really.
Okay.
So yeah, this is really only Eric B in name.
Really? So
Yeah.
it's really my guy. It's the guy I like.
Rakim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Fun facts with Tom Cassidy. It's
Yeah, I
pretty
know
good.
a lot about music, especially rap. And another thing, Adele, when you're saying like he's rapping, if you like really listen to this song too, you can hear like Nas and you can hear like Jay-Z and like the way they rap, they basically
What, like in the background?
No. His style, the way that he raps was a brand new style. Because before this, everybody was like, hey, everybody, I'm rapping to the beat.
Yeah.
And then Rakim came through with this shit, which is like the science, baby.
Not fucking around.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is everything changed.
Talking about kilos and broads.
Yep. But everything changed with Rakim. So,
Okay.
yeah,
That's interesting.
it is.
That makes sense to me. See? Learning.
Yep.
I like the part about the DJ. That was good. Everything else I could have done without.
Fair enough. Well, take what you need and leave what you don't, pal. That was number 6.
That was number 6. Now we're going to lighten things up a little bit.
Coming in at number 5.
Coming in at number 5. All right. I was an M. Now we're getting into childhood.
Okay.
All right. Let me see if I can do all these from my childhood. So when I was in 4th grade, I'm telling you this. He knows this. When I was in 4th grade, we moved from upstate Pennsylvania to the suburbs of Philadelphia. Upstate Pennsylvania, white, Polish, Irish, some Italian, et cetera, et cetera. But then we moved down to the suburbs of Philly, and we moved into a townhouse community. All right, a little trashy, but it was fantastic. Huge townhouse community that was literally filled with 100 kids. All right, they were all in the ages of from like 4th grade up into high school.
Fun.
Mix of everybody.
What was your guys' original last name before you had to relocate? Fink? What was it?
Mazzaroni.
Okay.
Anybody has your
right
Irish.
in. Yeah.
But it was a mix of everybody. So it was white kids, it was black kids, it was Indian kids, it was Korean kids. Everybody was mixing. It was fantastic. So
The American Dream.
So my best friend, the kid that became my best friend, was this guy, Kid Rodney Cline. All right, he had 2 older brothers. His oldest brother was probably 6 years older than us, and Rodney was cool. His older brother was fucking like he was the coolest kid in the whole thing. He was the guy. He knew everything that was happening before it happened. He was smooth. He was good looking. All the girls loved him.
Did he have a flat top?
He was athletic. Yeah, of course he did.
Okay.
He killed it back then.
What was his name?
Andre.
Okay.
Andre
He even
Klein.
had the cool name.
He had the cool name, Andre. Yeah, they call him Dre. Fucking cleaning
sold.
up. Both of these guys were cleaning up when they were young. I didn't know what was going on.
You need a minute? Okay. go ahead.
His brother Andre invented the phrase bone fucking, which is dry humping. But that's how he put it. Because that's what you do when you were a little kid.
What was the phrase that Rodney came up with?
It's all good.
Yeah, Rodney Klein.
I swear
all good.
that he came up with the phrase "it's all good."
It's not possible to research and really know for sure.
I don't know, but those things I'm always fascinated by that. Like who started
started
calling diamonds water or like dripping or ice or whatever?
It's usually rappers.
Love that shit.
It usually goes back to rappers.
I love that. It's
I don't
fucking
know,
cool.
but say water one more time, Mayor
Water.
of Easttown. Mayor of Fat Town. But go ahead.
So that's where I got a lot of my stuff from. Obviously, it was the fucking mid 80s. MTV was fucking huge.
Yeah.
This song, Digital Underground, Humpty Hump, was fucking big. It was fun. He told a good story. The video was awesome. We'd sit around and watch that all the time. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
That's my number 5 right there.
Yep.
Humpty Hump by the Digital Underground.
Shock G, who just died, actually.
Who's that?
Shock G.
He's not the guy that's singing.
Yep.
He is? He died? Ah, man.
Yeah.
What was the prosthetic nose about? Significance. I feel like there was like a meaning behind it.
It was
that
the
I should have
80s.
Googled.
Yeah, it was weird, right? But
Nah.
it was like a funny thing.
You wear the hat. It was really funny and entertaining, and you watched
Yes.
the whole music video all the way through.
Yes,
And it was
100%. Back when they played the music videos all the way through.
Yep.
Not this
Tupac
Carson Daly bullshit.
Tupac was dancing in the background. How
Was
about
he?
that? He was a dancer for the Digital Underground.
No way.
Yeah, they discovered him.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool, Tom.
You didn't know
I'm
that?
learning a lot here. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. We
Learning a lot about my favorite songs.
You know-
That's a good hook for the show.
yeah. We call it a comedy podcast, but it's more informational.
Humpty Hump is a dance move too. This is like the original TikTok song. It's
Yep.
like a dance
good- yeah,
move
do the
and a
Humpty
song.
Hump.
You gotta do the Humpty Hump while it plays. You gotta like make something up.
It was in a
Yeah.
movie too, and I can't remember what movie it was in, but it was like the 80s dad guy who's in everything, like the redheaded guy. I'm not gonna be able to get it, so we can just
Sinbad?
move
No.
on.
No.
No,
Wait,
Sinbad
hold
did
on.
not have red hair.
The 80s redheaded dad guy.
Yeah, he was. I'm not gonna be able to get it, so I think it's not even.
Red from 70s Show?
No,
No.
that was the RoboCop bad guy.
Yeah. Remember, that was a hard switch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew him from fucking RoboCop. And I was like, this guy don't fuck around.
No.
He shoots people in the face.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Humpty. Yeah, Shock G just died. He's got a really cool video about how like his voice is very specific to like how all rappers have basically different delivery and like the pitch of their voice.
Mm-hmm.
I posted it on my Facebook. But it's good. He's great.
Talking about. You do sound like a fucking AM radio guy.
That's what I'm leaning into. It.
Welcome back to Ohio State Radio. I'm Tom Cassidy.
Rest in peace to Shock G. Yeah, man, it's a good song. It's just fun.
It is fun.
You're gonna have fun. It's a good like wedding song.
That's what I like.
Not like a first dance, but like, just have a good time. Everybody's going to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, everyone needs to be drunk. It needs to be the end of the night, and when it comes on, everyone will lose their minds.
Are you wedding dancers? Will you guys dance at a wedding?
For sure.
Tom?
Dancing Queen.
Yeah,
Call
why
me
not?
Abba.
Yeah, not me.
Not you?
It's not a
That's
fat guy thing.
surprising and disappointing. It is so a fat guy's thing. It can be some
think?
fat guys.
Yeah,
Get
what
all
about
sweaty?
What about
Break it
rerun?
down on the dance floor.
I never saw a rerun at a wedding.
Some
From What's Happening? Never? You could
Show me an episode where they went to a wedding.
Raj got married. The series finale. You don't remember that?
No.
No.
fat guys dancing at weddings are like them proving they could still move.
Yeah, see, I'm over that. I'm past that.
That ship has sailed.
I would just have a
Adele.
heart attack and ruin somebody's
Oh
day.
my God, age.
Get the Narcan.
I know it seemed like I was leading to that, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
You're fine. You could bust a move.
I remember one time at a wedding, I was for sure my uncle was going to have a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
They were like blasting the Ford tops. It was like 2 a.m. He was pouring sweat, fucking shirts everywhere. He was doing the worm. I was like, oh, we're going to be wheeling this guy out of here in a couple of minutes.
That guy doing the worm is funny because that's not a worm.
It's a night crawler.
Yeah.
I can't do the worm. I can't do the moonwalk either.
I can't do the worm.
Can you moonwalk?
No.
Tommy?
No. Do you know the story behind the moonwalk?
Oh, my God. I'm afraid you're going to tell me.
No. Michael Jackson said he saw like young black kids doing it in Philadelphia when he was like on tour. He just took it from like
From Philadelphia.
urban youth.
Huh.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. Another fun Michael Jackson story is
He liked kids' buttholes.
when he was shooting the Bad video, when they were talking about it was like in a Michael Jackson documentary, but he was shooting the Bad video in like Harlem.
Right.
And, like when he got out of the van, he was like, do people live here? That's how like gone he was even at that point.
At that
that
point.
he didn't know
I
people
mean, they didn't have
lived
it
in
easy when they were-
abject poverty.
They were poor growing up.
He didn't
He was
fucking know. He
famous
was
from
too
a
busy.
Kid, though.
True.
He was shucking and jiving, baby.
I
He got
know.
no time to fucking look
No,
around.
that's right. Yeah, they did hit it big. What am I talking
Took it
about?
on the road real quick.
No. But yeah, it's good number 5. Good hip hop song. This reminds me of hip hop where it really started. You know where that is? The heart, baby.
Oh, my God.
Coming in at number 4.
Number 3.
Was that 3?
Yeah, no, this is 3.
Okay.
Number 3 is The Gas Face by Third Base.
I'm surprised you knew this.
I did not. Okay, I didn't say I knew all of them. I said I was surprised by how many I knew, and a few I did not know. And
This
one,
is number 4, dummy.
How do you figure?
Because you have these 3 still left. This, and this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I didn't see that one.
It's all good. That's why
number
I'm the
4.
host. Coming in at number 4.
Good job, Tommy. Glad you're
Bro.
here. This takes me back to like 7th, 8th grade because he has the what's his name? Not Pete Nice. MC Search.
Mm-hmm.
All right, MC
Oh,
Search
he
and Pete
reminded
Nice.
me of Dave, the rapper Dave now, and the DJ Search. When I Googled it.
MC Search.
MC Search.
Mhm.
Reminds me of Dave, the rapper now.
Little Dicky.
Little
Lil
Dicky.
Dicky.
Little Dicky. The show is Dave.
Is his name Dave?
Yeah.
Is his name Dave in the show or in real life?
No, that's his name in real life. I think it's David Bird, I believe.
Okay.
But they're both Jewish.
Yeah,
so
maybe that's where I was going.
yeah.
But like,
I like the styles back then because they wore the cardigans. I had those cardigans, like the Cosby cardigans, the turtlenecks, the gold. That's when people started wearing the Africa thing, the
Yeah,
little like
the
you know,
medallion.
the little African leather pendant. Loved all that. Very Cosby, very classy.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah. This is also, I think, the first multiracial rap group as well. 2 white dudes and a black fella.
That can't be true.
In my research today, I think it was. Yeah.
What is your research?
Also, again, what are you talking about? They came out in like late 80s.
Would they be
Rap
the
was only
first
around for the
interracial?
first it was only around for like 10 years by the time they came out.
I guess you could be right.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really got into this guy, but I have a deep respect for him because you know who he discovered?
MC Search or Pete Nice? Which one?
MC Search.
Pete Nice is the white guy who I think he does something with baseball cards now. He lives in like upstate New York.
Sells them on Craigslist?
I don't know, something. He does something with baseball.
Okay.
All right, so MC Search discovered somebody.
Yes.
who?
Would I ever guess it?
Yeah.
You think I would know it?
Well, he's a gigantic rapper.
He's a gigantic rapper now.
Mhm.
Is he still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Is he white or black?
He's black.
Okay. Older, I'd imagine.
Sure.
Is he still in the game?
I think
as
so.
the kids say.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely.
When's the last time we put out an album?
Jesus Christ, he discovered Nas. What is this?
Ah.
It's not top 9 questions.
Well, we could have done that.
to figure out the answer.
We're having fun there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a couple more clues. We would have
Yeah, you
gotten
would have gave it away. You could have just said, "He's my favorite rapper of all time."
Then that would have been just like
love
telling
Nas.
you. That would have been just like telling you.
I live right near where he grew up.
Nas.
From Queens, I would have guessed Nas if you
Yep.
would have said that.
Yeah, he would have said Queens.
Queens guy. Well, like Nas did a song before him, but he basically helped Nas get his like first deal. Basically, it's a really interesting story.
How are you not sweating? That's what I want to know.
He's cool
If
as a
Adele's
cucumber.
sweating, I'm sweating. How are you not sweating?
I'm doing a 30-day challenge with yoga with Adrian, and she's really changing my whole perspective on life. I've been doing it since the pandemic. You know.
What does that have to do with not being hot? You have a jacket on.
I did yoga for core today, baby. It's nothing compared. Now I'm just fucking
Wait,
getting a little
are you
schwitz
fucking
in.
with us? You did yoga today?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on a 30-day challenge.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Why would I make that up?
I mean, I guess I'm just reacting in surprise. That's really exciting. I don't know. I'd love.
Who's the
30
challenge with?
himself?
Yoga with Adrian.
What do you win?
I get to live another month.
No, it's good
Couple
to do
grand.
challenges. You feel accomplished when you're finished.
Yeah, and she's great, and she like tailors it perfectly. It's amazing. But back to MC Search,
Please.
and Pete Nice, and the black guy whose name we can't think of, which is
I thought it was just them.
no, it's a black guy too. But yeah, I never like have heard this song before, but yeah, it's good. It's fun.
See, I knew you wouldn't really like most of my picks.
I like all of your picks so
But you
far.
know what I mean.
I
You-
even
you
like
don't-
this. Now, gas face. Were you like farting in cars? Was that why you like this song? Is that you give him the gas face?
I thought it was catchy, and there's also a little spite in that too, because they talk about the industry and like people that dissed him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I like it too.
But that's what I'm saying. So he managed Nas for 60 days to help him get his deal because Nas had a shitty deal and he gave it to MC Search. He was like, "Is this a good deal?" He's like, "No." And he's like, "Can you look at it?" He's like, "I can't, but if you let me manage you for a little bit, I can." And he basically like got him out of his shitty deal and got him a really good deal. But yeah, the people in the 80s got fucked. And people after that too. But yeah, on the deals.
But you know what's interesting is like something like that is kind of cool because those guys then help the next generation a little bit. Like if I don't know if this is off topic slightly, but do you know who Rick Ocasek is? He was the lead singer of the Cars. You know what I'm talking about? My best friend's girlfriend. He was a big musician.
Give us
in the
one more
80s.
song from the Cars.
Who's gonna drive you home?
Yes.
Oh, I love that one. The bass player sings that.
That's
he
a good
just-
one because Who's Gonna Drive You Home and Cars. That
I kind of want
works.
to make you keep singing and pretend I don't know.
But here's the thing: he produced Weezer's Blue album.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting about your list too is that like we said, it goes back in time, but there's some stuff from like current stuff, and then you completely skip over basically the golden era of hip hop, the '90s, and I guess that's because you were in like rock and roll and putting fingers in girls' butts and stuff. Didn't
Yeah,
really
I was listening to classic
jive.
rock and stuff, and,
Yeah.
and the Nirvana and the grunge and stuff. But my friends listen to like Cypress Hill and
I
shit.
feel like everyone did the split right around there. They either became a fan of Nirvana or Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
But I like Biggie and I liked Snoop Dogg and all that kind of stuff from the poppy perspective.
Totally.
I wasn't buying the albums. or going to-
Radio stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly wasn't going to the shows. I'll stay in the car.
Oh man, I've seen Snoop Dogg in concert. Good time.
Me and my girlfriend were just talking about him the other day
Yeah.
about like just like how big he is and like how much he's like
He DJ'd the MTV Movie Awards last night. He's not even a DJ.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does it all.
Been
Spokesman.
around. Yeah.
$1 million company.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, probably
Yeah.
a billionaire.
I don't know about that, just because I think, but yeah, he's
At
doing
least a
good.
couple grand.
He's doing better than me. I'll tell you that much. All right, Papa Puff, give us your number 3.
Why am I Papa Puff? Number 3, 911 is a Joke by Public Enemy. Probably an off one, sure. It's not
Yeah.
one of their hits, but the video
I
was
looked
great.
this up too. I looked up the video, Flavor Flav. I didn't know about Flavor Flav until he was on a dating show on VH1.
What? You didn't know he was a Public Enemy?
I found out on that TV show when they did his backstory.
I couldn't believe that the cops have been harassing black people since the early 90s.
Goes way back.
Man.
yeah, man.
It's the funny video.
Mm-hmm.
Has a good meaning behind it, good statement behind it. And I just love that Flavor Flav. I don't know what to tell you when I was a kid. He was cool as shit.
This guy likes flavor. You listen, what's funny about this pick on your list is that Public Enemy's main rapper is Chuck D.
I'm aware of that. Flavor Flav is the hype man, as you kids would say.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. I mean, hype men don't really even exist like they used to. But yeah, he's a phenomenal hype man.
Do you know why that is? The hype man doesn't exist?
Why is that?
I don't know. I thought you would know.
You know everything else.
Well, actually, the DJ was originally the
I'm actually gonna have my Jewish
primary focus of the group.
my Jewish hype man come in here and explain it in the background. No, but so anyway, people think of Flavor Flav as a hype man, but this is him rapping on a song, and it is good. It's a good song, good message. It's
a good
fun.
song.
It's another one that's fun.
Shit was
Rhythm
fun
action.
back then, man. It was fun. MTV was fun. There were like little movies, little stories. You know, and you didn't have access to it all the time. You couldn't just look up the lyrics or look at the video and watch it 100 times. You had to wait and fucking. There was a little bit more mystery to it. It was actually kind of better when I look back on it.
Absolutely.
Because I remember like trying to figure out like Nirvana lyrics and like Pearl Jam lyrics because the way they sang.
Like, pause. Rewind.
Yeah, literally. Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Because like Nirvana, like they didn't even put out liner notes where it was where like the words were written, so you were like guessing at what they were.
Put it in their album cover sometimes.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's Nirvana didn't do that for smells for Nevermind.
Kurt
so it was
Cobain.
like all this mystery and like you had to search and look and.
He was
all
the
that stuff.
original mumble rapper.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it was almost like you accomplished something if you got all the words to a rap song like this because you only did it by listening to it over and over again.
We
so
used to
you
do
were
that.
a
We'd sit
true
down and
fan.
fucking write them out. Yeah, it was
Really?
crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. Flavor Flav was addicted to drugs this whole time too. He apparently is no longer, but like for the whole time that they were popping, he was smoking crack and doing coke, baby.
What are you, a cop?
No, he
Have
talks
a nice
about
conversation here with Adele. Start talking about drugs.
it. No, I mean he's open about it.
Yeah, like to party a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Can't fault him for that.
Yeah, he's like getting tremendous success and partying his ass off. There's gonna be some.
There's no way I wouldn't have been doing crack in the 80s. No way.
no, absolutely not. Yeah.
Because I did it in the late 90s.
Yeah. Did it on the way over here.
But there's no way I wouldn't have.
Too much. You're too funny.
I mean, I guess it depends on how well you were doing financially. Like, because Whitney Houston said it, you know, who is the greatest singer of all time.
The best.
Crack's a poor man's drug. That's what
What's
she said.
funny
I never
is-
smoke crack. I only do coke.
I did it in North Carolina, and the people that I hung out with were all rich white kids, and they all did it. They would buy coke and
They have the
then
best coke.
make it themselves.
They were doing it ironically.
Rich people.
Maybe. I never thought about doing it ironically.
These fucking white people ruin everything. Got a little niche crack bodega or fucking coffee house for
I
crack.
like it.
Yeah. Flavor of Love. What you think?
That's where we got New York from. Remember New York?
I love New York. Yeah.
What's Flavor of Love?
It was a dating show.
Oh my God! I
Yeah.
remember that. They were trying to get him.
And I remember thinking, like, who wants him? Like, who's attracted to that?
Wasn't he dating like a really tall blonde?
Bridget
lady?
Nielsen.
Bridget
was?
Nielsen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
Yes.
remember that.
But
I'll
that was
tell you,
like,
that broad's lived a life, huh? She's got Sly and Flavor Flav inside of her. Not too bad. That
that
girl.
was the celebrity like reality show era. You know, he was like,
Yeah, absolutely.
started it.
I forgot all about that, man.
I'm
God,
good
such
for
a
him. He
gross
deserves
time.
love too. Everybody does. I'm just being mean. Sorry.
It's okay,
Those shows
sister.
were horrible. They were brutal, all of them.
Yeah, they were straight from the devil. Coming in at number 2.
Coming in at number 2, again, going back, Town Line, Townhouses,
You and Rodney Cline.
early 80s. Me, Hot Rod, Andre, my brother, everybody shooting hoops at the court by the pool, having a good time.
Got a few secrets.
Few secrets. Album dropped. Beastie Boys. License to Ill. Plain smashed. Right?
That's the album.
It's the album. Smushed in, plain smushed in, very cool. Paul Revere.
Paul
Their
Revere.
first big hit.
Yeah.
That's not their
Lo-
first big hit.
To me, it was.
You got to fight for your right to party.
It was on the same album, dummy. I think Paul Revere was the lead song on that album.
Oh, was it?
I believe so. Look at you, Mr.
Learning
Hip Hop. I'm in
something.
here showing you what it's like, young fella.
I was 2.
Are you?
Wait, what? year?
1986, I think
I
it
was
came out.
1.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, you were fucking 9. It's not like you were doing your doctorate at Columbia. What are you talking about?
Wasn't until I was 11.
Yeah, this is a great. This song. What I will say about the Beastie Boys is that I love them. They're great. They have a good documentary too on Apple TV. But the way this song comes in is great. Here's a little story. Like, that's the best.
Yeah,
and then
storytelling at its best. The
Yep.
rap, the way you just like listen to the whole thing. work
Young, fun kids having a good time, poking fun at the parents. You know, harmless hijinks.
sticking wiffle ball bats up girls' pussies.
Why did they?
I did this. I did that. I did with the wiffle ball bat.
There's poetic license in that, Tom. You don't need to take that stuff literally.
No, I think a really
Pervert, what's your problem?
I know, you fucking sicko.
no. That's what they meant. They stuck a
Probably.
wiffle ball bat
No,
up
you're
a girl's.
probably right.
But
we're
also-
being naive, H. We're being naive.
Maybe.
But no, that's a good thing about rap back then is like the shock value bars were like, you know, and they weren't too gratuitous about it. You even missed it. But I'm saying like that's a big part of rap.
True. Okay.
Of like-
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
But it seemed wholesome at the time, to a degree.
Yeah. Well, they talk about how they're like ashamed of their early stuff, kind of.
Really?
Because they became like Buddhists and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I saw one of them on the subway not that long before the pandemic.
I don't think I would recognize the guys on the subway.
I had just seen him in something.
Okay.
And that's why it caught my eye.
Their voice recognized in a second, but I don't know if they're that memorable.
Who passed away? I forget which one. Who passed away?
Adam Yauch, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all awesome.
They were all awesome, but he was the brains behind the operation.
Yeah, he was great.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
You know what's
Gave us a lot of good music.
the honorable mention, I'll tell you since we're on the topic,
Sure, why not?
is Sabotage. And the
Great
reason
music video.
It's great, fucking great. And the reason why I put it on there is because when I saw them do it live on Letterman, I was like, holy shit, they're playing the instruments and all that kind of stuff. Really blew me away.
Genre blending.
I was
Genre?
just gonna say they're rappers, so it's a rap song, but there's so much rock in that
So
song.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. But again, I can't stand it.
Sure.
Just the way that their songs start, sometimes in the middles, whatever. But in general, fucking tight, man. Beastie Boys.
Awesome music video.
Yeah.
Right in the heart of the whole grunge thing, too. Just fucking straight through it.
Yeah.
Room for
Stylized.
everybody back then.
That's a big director directed that. Guy Ritchie, I think.
Really?
Somebody like that, yeah. If
I
it's
know
not
Rick
him-
Rubin was their producer for a long time.
Well, he started Def Jam.
Rick Rubin did?
Him and Russell Simmons.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're talking about the white guy with the long hair, the real rock and roll looking guy.
Yeah, Russell Simmons and that guy started Def Jam.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They got a couple of bucks on them.
Sure. But the Beastie Boys even said because they did Def Jam for their first couple records or whatever, and then they basically left because they said Russell Simmons said that he basically just signed them because they were white. He didn't believe in them. So they went out on their
So
own.
dramatic.
Russell. What's he doing now, though? Huh?
He got me too a little bit.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Is he still with Kimura or no?
Nah, that was a long time ago.
Oh, I remember her.
I missed that.
I remember him having his own. Remember when he started pushing those credit cards for a little while? Wasn't it like a Russell Simmons
Hello,
credit
I'm
card?
Russell Simmons, and I want to use this with the red credit card.
It was like a prepaid.
I don't know.
It was real
vaguely remember
real
this.
rough.
Yeah. The Me Too didn't really stick on him, I don't think so. I mean, you know, I don't want to talk out of school here.
The Me Too didn't stick on him.
Kanye's got a line. He says, Russell said he wanted like to pray for Me Too, but then he got Me Too'd or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But anyway, no Kanye on your list. Oh, well.
I would have put Runaway on there. I love that song.
Another honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the one that he sings with Estelle, American Boy. That's a great song, too.
Great song.
Great song.
Yes.
What's up with her? I feel like she should be bigger.
I think
Give her
she's
a
bigger
call.
in the UK.
Have
Yeah?
your agents give her a call. See if you can get her on Are You Garbage.
She
don't-
deserves more here in the States, but I feel
Yeah,
like she's
right?
huge over there.
Man, wait, what's her name?
Estelle.
Estelle. She would be a good Are You Garbage guest. All right, what a list. And what I like about your list too is that it shows, and this isn't an insult. It shows your age, and it shows how long hip hop's been around too, and that's cool. Because I love rap,
Because number one,
and I love you. Coming in at number 1.
Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh my lord.
How could it not be?
Totally.
And let me tell you why. Because my older cousin, Kelly, who was also cool as shit, she was like 5 or 6 years older than me. She went to Kenrick. She went to Catholic school. All her friends were hot. They
Pregnant
were all,
by 15.
They were all cool as shit. She sang this. It wasn't even like a karaoke, but like they recorded it. Her and her friends recorded over the music and sang it, and I really loved it. So then I started listening to the real song, and I loved it. My favorite line: "I like a little butter on my breakfast toast."
I knew you were going to say that.
Perfect.
One of the rappers named is Hank, too. So that might have
Yeah.
been nice for you. You could pretend to be a fat black man.
Yeah. Good song, poppy, fun.
What I'll say about this song is it came out in 1979. So
It's crazy.
and for it being like the first big rap song, it is amazing. It's great for being the first of its kind because it has rhythm. It's fun. They're riding the beat. I will say that last verse is not necessary at all.
There's like
It's
a
7 minutes
ridiculous
long.
amount of verses.
It's 7 minutes long.
Because each of them had to get a turn.
And then somebody, I think, goes an extra time when they shouldn't have.
Yeah, you got to slice that down to 305. Let's
My
go.
God, yeah.
Trying to get this on the
A
radio.
lot of ego in that song, for
Yeah.
sure, but it's so good.
Did it work out for those guys?
I actually saw them in New Jersey once.
Perform?
Yeah, when I was in like college, and I think I got too blacked out to like remember. Yeah, it was crazy. But
So
like,
they were still performing and touring when you were in college. That's good.
well, I think they went, like on their.
Because I'm
fucking-
sure they got screwed over. I'm sure they didn't make a
Yeah,
dime off that
no
song.
royalty rights
Right?
on
Something.
that beat.
But literally, not to get away too far from that last verse, the last verse is about how he goes over to his friend's house and their food is bad, and he's like nervous to eat it, and then he just leaves, and then he calls his friend 3 weeks later, and his friend's like, "It's okay, you didn't eat the food." That's the verse.
Pull that up.
Rap's
I mean,
so
they
wild.
couldn't get away with that now, rapping about
No, we can't
subject
play music.
matter like
I know
that.
you can't play music.
That's-
We got to wrap it up. We're on a time limit. Don't worry about it.
I wanted to see it real quick.
It's,
yeah, it's a funny thing.
you just want to see if you'd eat the food or not?
Like, wait, what was it though? What were they eating?
Big Hank throwing
'Cause
up hands.
Henry's looking up the lyrics on his iPhone 9.
I don't see anything
Because
about
they
that.
talk about I don't know, because maybe it's the extended version. Maybe they don't even recognize
They
that last
agreed.
verse.
Extended version needs to go.
Maybe. How was that? Was that a good list?
I loved it. It was fun.
I thought it was
Is that what
very
you wanted?
nice.
Was it a good episode? Did we have fun?
I think
did.
so. What do you think?
Little AC wouldn't kill me.
No.
Other than that,
The lack of AC might kill you.
you're like clutching yourself.
You are.
How are you not? Are you not
freak.
sweating under
You're
there?
a freaking
Henry.
alien.
It's weird.
You are another
You
species.
have.
She's hot.
I'm hot. I'm wearing a dress and underwear.
She's been fidgeting the whole time she's so hot. How? I don't mind it being hot. Well,
I'll
I
talk
can't-
to management. I don't know what to
I'm
tell
not
you.
worried about that. Well, I just the point is I can't believe that you're not hot.
Yeah, we're fine at
I'm
the end
keeping
of
it
the
cool
day.
and collected, baby.
We're curious now about you, not
weird.
hot at all. It's weird.
I'm in the middle,
It's
so you guys are getting
distracting.
all the heat. I don't fucking know.
Huh?
Henry, where can the folks find you?
Check us out. Are You Garbage podcast. Everywhere you listen to podcasts are over there on the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hate it or love it, the underdog's on top, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Adele,
Yes, so I'm on for 9 more episodes. Tune in, watch and listen to full episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Tom.
thank you.
Hey, Tommy.
Rate, review, subscribe. Top 9
Yes.
Pod on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. Cassidy Comedy on Twitter and Instagram. This has been another episode of Top 9 Podcast. That's Adele Carollo. I'm Tom Cassidy. Thank you, H. Foley.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you both very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me.
Of course. Now, Henry's going to go to the store and get some butter on bread.
He has a craving now.
Is that it? Are we done?
No, now you got to do the real top 9 list.